Alright, welcome back to part 2 of our episode today. So, last I checked, Eli, you're frantically putting up defenses in some random person's attic and having no clue what's going on. What are you guys doing?
So far I'm just staring at Eli. Or Krorm. Mr. Bunnyman?
He's looking through the attic, seeing if there's anything useful there.
There's not a thing in here.
Not a thing in the attic. Well, he's also like trying to see, like, look through cracks or listen to see if anyone's like. Is it a house? Is it just a warehouse? Or like what? Like where are? He's trying to just kind of figure out where we are.
That is an excellent plan. Roll a perception check.
I'll also. I'll also do the Arcanist Magic Aura. I would have cast it at the same time actually as that one because it has a duration of 24 hours as well.
What does it do?
It's the
25.
false aura masking magical things.
So last 24 hours it appears not magical.
Plus 9.
Yep. So I would have done it at the same time as casting the sanctuary.
Cool. Well, that's nice. What did you get? Sorry?
25.
25.
Alright. So after listening in, you can hear voices below. And you can actually hear them decently well. It sounds like you're in some, like, from what you can pick up from conversation, you appear to be in some servant quarters somewhere.
Oh
And
no.
The attic is just not really used.
Oh no.
Interesting.
Like, because no one ever seems to be coming up there. There's nothing.
I'm gonna look for a door. Oh, you see a hatch anywhere or any windows?
Yeah, there's a way to get downstairs. Windows, yes, there's a window. A single window.
I'm gonna look out the window.
Alright, you look out the window. You're in a nicer part of town. Like, it doesn't, like, there's people moving around below. The houses seem decently taken care of, and a little ways off, there's the nicest building that you've seen thus far. Like, it looks like something that belongs in the circle of the city higher than you can get.
Oh. Krorm, Mr. Bunnyman.
That's a little ways off, but like that's one of the things that
It
draws your attention.
It looks like I'm in the border of
It
the
looks
nice
like-
neighborhood.
Yeah, like you're still like in the like that based off of his teleportation spell you couldn't have left the circle.
Yeah,
right?
okay, that makes
In the
sense.
circle, like the houses are nicer, and there's one building that you just like can't take your eyes off. It looks like it belongs in like the second, or like the third, second, or even third, probably like second or third circle instead of like the fifth where you're at.
Fair enough. Guys, at least there's good hope. We're not in the gutters. No? Nothing?
I'm still just flipping, trying to think of anything, trying to make a plan.
We took a long rest, right?
Yes, we
All of us did. I think... How attracted am I to this building?
You can seduce it.
I don't know. You tell me. It looks like someone that is very rich and very influential lives there. Like there are gardens around it.
Oh, I'm impressed.
Like you see people like there are people in servant clothing, livery, walking around.
How far are we from this place?
About 2 blocks of the street.
Guys, I know where we're going. I'm gonna start walking over to open up the hatch and kind of slowly open it.
All
Kinda
right.
peek in there.
You look down and you see like the house you're in is very modest but well taken care of. There's no one in the hall currently.
Krorm, I kind of close it. Krorm, let's get going.
Just kind of like haphazardly doesn't know like, where is just following. Where are we going? What's your plan?
He's gonna. Tother's just gonna walk over to Krorm and just kind of put a hand on his shoulder and just say, "Hey, let's calm down and let's think through this just really quickly," and cast calm emotions.
Okay.
You are no longer frightened.
That's good. That's very nice.
Hey, that's a hold on. Hey.
Just thank you.
Good job, Mr. Bunnyman.
Where are we going?
Still want to stab you though.
You are first. I'll tell you that. But I think I know where we're going. And it's safe. Not towards vampires.
Insight check.
Insight? Are you deceiving him? Well, do you know this for sure?
Nope.
Then you're definitely deceiving him.
I'm deceiving.
Oh, go!
I failed. What'd you get?
A 4.
25!
I got a 21.
He is not as sure about the fact that they're not going towards vampires as he is trying to imply.
Just a little bit. There is a touch of doubt in your mind. Not mine.
He's just gonna look at you and roll his eyes and be like, we're going the opposite direction that you go.
All right.
Alright, so what is your plan?
Tother just wants to get outside of this freaking city.
Then what is your plan? That is the goal.
Yeah, I know. That's the goal. That's the goal.
The plan.
I don't have one yet.
We love when we don't.
I roll my eyes over to Eli and say, Krorm, I think, remember that one noble that helps people in the city?
Count. Val?
Yeah, probably. I think I found his house.
Where is it?
Come here. I kind of shuffle him, kind of come to the window. I bring him to the window. I'm like, look at that one right over there. Look how shiny it is.
Can I try to make a guess? See if it was like.
It is a nice house, and it looks like it could be a place that noble would live. But like, it's in a section of the city that makes it feel like it's more likely that it's just an exceptionally rich merchant.
Can I insight check the house?
You cannot insight check the house. You're investigating the house. What are you trying to do?
To see if it's evil. If it seems like a place where vampires would live.
Roll insight.
I'm just
Not
too
insight.
happy there.
Roll investigation.
This is where I'm like, while he's like thinking in his
Oh, wait, no, not to.
Is there vampires? Is there vampires? I'm just like, look at all the servants. The cut, trim
I'm rolling
bushes.
so bad and I love it. Wait.
Just so everyone knows, if you don't
18.
so I don't have to tell you the DC of an investigation check or give it away. If you roll low, I will tell, and you fail, I will tell you that no. Like, whatever the question is to you, no. If you roll high and get it, then
It might be
and
an anyway.
fail, the answer will be yes. So you guys don't.
What if I do
So I got an 18.
reverse psychology and ask a question wanting the response to be no?
In that case, like, just depending on, so you guys.
But it's like-
so I'm not giving away the DC whether or not you succeed or fail. That's just the rule.
Just for the information, I'm saying. Like,
Then I will determine based off of that, and you'll probably get the feeling. But as you're looking at this, based off of the richness of the house, it is entirely possible that vampires stay there. But as you're looking at it, you don't see those like those niche cubby holes that they stay in during the day over
look
there.
at all the windows.
There aren't any things that seem to be deliberately placed to throw shade, and even the hallways you see are made out of arches and things like that let lots of natural light through. This place, at the very least when it was constructed, was not designed with vampires in mind.
Okay.
See, Krorm?
Now in my mind, I'm thinking.
What? Okay, you think. Mr. Bunny.
For GM, if I were to, per se, cast lightning bolts on the ceiling of that house, would it break it?
Probably.
Okay.
Most buildings have a HP of lower than that 8d6 worth of lightning damage.
Okay, he's just like prepping, if we were to run into vampires and it is roughly still daylight, I could maybe break the ceiling and light comes in and we could.
Well, he's mumbling to himself. Mr. Buddy, man, how many people can you put disguise in?
Well, disguise self is self.
Yeah.
I can only do it to myself. And I can't really cast spells right now because they'll know.
While you're in this area, it doesn't.
Oh,
he
yeah.
casted something that makes it so everything presents itself as non-magical to anyone detect.
So as long as we stay in here, we can cast and prepare as much as we need to. The moment we leave,
I might have to cast some more stuff.
Okay, I look outside. Do I see any vendors selling cloaks or any sort of wear?
Yeah, sure. You can find something like that. It's not that hard to do. Well, you're not in a market area, but you can see some places that could be potentially good. You seem like a seamstress's shop down there. If there's not a spare cloak down there, you'd be surprised.
How about, here, listen guys. We go buy a hat, wear a cloak, cover our face. I'll even buy you one. That's under a gold coin. And we get, so we could walk through without using magic and travel in safety. And it's on the house, under a gold coin.
This is in the opposite direction of the gates to the city.
Don't tell him that.
He would already know.
He would have asked.
I would have known that.
You would have known that.
Yes.
Jerk.
It's in the opposite direction of the gates.
So he
Would-
knows disguise self, right?
Mhm.
If you were to maybe teach it to me, would I be able to copy it into my spellbook and learn it?
He is a divine caster, which means he doesn't actually know how to
okay.
cast it.
He just
in
does.
arcane.
He just does it.
It
Okay.
just
happens.
D&D lets me do it. Basically.
Like, if you studied him for a while, maybe you could figure it out, but it would not be a quick thing.
Okay.
What do you say, buddy man?
Sure. Let's do it.
Oh, really?
Deception check.
No, it doesn't have to. I was just like, oh, cool.
Deception or persuasion?
Deception.
Do I do an insight check?
I'm gonna.
If you want to.
If you want to, otherwise we'll have it use your passive insight.
I'll do it. 16.
25.
No, he's actually saying okay.
Okay. All right. I'll lead the way, I guess. You ready, Krorm?
How are you planning on getting to the streets?
Is the window open?
The window opens. Yeah.
Does it look like anyone's keeping a close watch on this window?
You can look out the window and try to find out.
I would look.
Perception check.
Oh.
No. That is 12.
It does not appear that anyone is looking. Like, not a particular note. There are people on the street that could potentially notice you, but like, you don't see anyone that is paying particular attention, especially not even hidden.
Makes sense. Do I notice any like traps or alarms or anything that's on the window?
What kind of traps and alarms are you looking for?
Any magical traps?
You may roll Arcana. For perception, you already rolled. You don't see any.
Oh gosh. Oh, that's 5.
That's a 9.
Oh, that's a 9, 8 then.
You do not detect any magical traps, but you know you're not the best at them.
You want to know what
As far as you can tell, this is a completely ordinary window.
Are we like 2 stories off the ground kind of thing?
Yeah, you're on the second story.
Yeah. Well,
Just
yeah,
above.
we're in the attic.
Just above the second story.
Mr. Bunnyman, if you're thinking of jumping, you should do it quick. If not, I think me and Krorm are gonna go down the hatch.
Did I also
How are you
hear?
planning on explaining your presence in this house?
I was gonna say, did I also hear the footsteps
Oh, yeah.
below us?
I think that he's the one that
He hasn't told anyone.
Well, there's an issue with that. We appear to be in some sort of servant's quarter or something.
Oh,
I'm
so
not
there are
sure
people-
exactly where we are, but we appear to be in some house
Oh,
as
like a
servants.
Can I look around and see if there's anything in here related to perhaps the underground network of magic casters?
Absolutely. Roll investigation.
Also, another question: do we know if them being able to see magic and stuff? Does it work like while magic is running? Like if I cast this disguise self, would they see that there is magic?
If they have detect magic active and you come within 10 feet of them, then yes.
Okay. But
Only if they have detect magic active and you enter into their reach.
okay. But it's not like whatever. Like this whole they know where you're casting magic. Or
They
whatever.
don't know where, like they use detect magic, just like you
Oh,
use.
okay.
They have some extra advantages to doing that sort of thing, but like their average person can't do extra stuff.
Got it. Makes sense.
But so like you can use magic, it just might attract attention, or it might not. It's a risk, but not one that is always going to hurt you.
Makes sense.
So yes, you were doing something.
Yeah, I got a 12.
All right, as you look out,
But
you don't see anything from the underground, but one thing does attract your attention. Like it's not hard to see. Up at the up right outside of the mansion, someone appears to be putting on a magic show.
Hey boys, I think we might have some safety. I'm seeing some shiny things up ahead.
You mean the house?
Shiny.
Shiny is one of the
Oh.
code that they've been using for magic.
Oh,
Yeah, shiny things.
shiny.
So I think we should follow.
Shiny. Okay.
Shiny.
I think we should
You'll
follow
see.
I'm sorry, I only heard your name once. Tother?
Tother.
Thank you, Tother. We should probably get out the window as quietly as we can.
You know we're like 2 stories up, right?
I look big. I'm not big. So let's get out of this quietly.
So we're
Safely.
gonna jump off 2 stories.
I said quietly and safely.
Down the hatch?
No, from the window.
We're gonna jump out the window.
We're going to climb out the window.
We're gonna climb out the window.
I'm done. I'm opening up the window.
Well, my out of bag of holding some
You
rope.
can teleport.
I know I can... Wait. I have Dimension Door, but that's a 4th level spell.
I know, but you're an 11th level caster.
Yeah, you have a shiz little...
I'm just gonna pull up.
3 spell slots.
Okay, that's
Gonna pull up rope and just.
I knew I had you around for something.
Wait, you guys are just straight up in broad daylight climbing out of a window
No.
without doing anything to conceal your presence.
I'm gonna say I'll
like
bring you
casting
with me.
pass without trace.
Well, I'm gonna say, do you have a way to get out of here and teleport out of here?
Yeah.
I'll take you with me, and I'm just gonna
Cool.
Dimension Door down into like an alleyway
Okay.
next to the building,
I don't even know where you're taking me or what we're doing.
and just poof, we're just in an alley.
I'm just going to go ahead and Misty Step.
That was really cool. Now let me reward you as I start walking over to the seamstress or a close.
Let's
Shop.
not go to the seamstress, but let us go and, check out the shiny.
You don't want to get something to cover our face or skins?
Might be nice. But I like working with like-minded people. But if you would like to go get some costumes.
You're also wanted.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Probably. You don't know
Oh,
that
we
for sure.
are. We definitely are.
I'm just gonna probably in those types of buildings, like seamstress buildings, things like that, they have some sort of magic detection.
Magic detection is difficult. Like,
It's only
cast magic or a magic item.
Only
So-
government officials can use magic stuff.
If that makes sense.
So
I'll say, hold on, guys.
Then again, if you guys are near a lord's mansion, the lords
Probably
are
will have
the
something.
government.
Mhm.
that's true.
So there might be more stuff here. I'm not being helpful. I'm just giving you information that you guys might consider.
Give me a gold coin each.
Each?
Mm-hmm.
What's
Sure.
your plan?
I give him a gold coin.
I'll go get us some stuff.
All right. Are you going to go into the seamstress shop and doing that?
I will cast Disguise Self before I go in.
All right. Cool. So, describe what exactly you would like to do.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast Disguise Self. I'm gonna make myself look like...
Wait. Give me a cool one where it's like a half, cloak. It's like a cloak, but it's all cut off except for around the waist and has a hood.
Like,
Makes
wait,
me look like a Robin Hood archer.
before you go in, I'm just gonna take this with you.
Oh,
What is it?
not
It's
bad
an
idea,
amulet that
Krorm.
makes it so you do not
Oh.
show. It makes you immune to divination magic.
Do I have to attune to it?
It does require attunement.
Never mind.
You cannot use it. You're just like, take this, thinking it will work.
I take it and I'm like, thanks. I don't feel any different.
You normally don't.
I'm just gonna cast Disguise Self, make myself look like a gnome this time, not a halfling.
All right.
And then I will walk into the seamstress shop, and if I will be trying to see if my appearance changes back to my normal
It
appearance.
does not.
Okay.
I mean, that would require anti-magic, which is a level spell.
Yeah.
It must
Okay.
be maintained.
Makes sense. I walk in. I'm just like, and I put on servant's clothes, nicer clothes. I was just gonna say to the seamstress, I am here to buy 3 cloaks for my master.
Oh yes, of course. How am I? What are you looking for?
Just some full body cloaks to cover for rain and travel.
Ah yes, of course. I'm just going to show you several options
Just
for
because.
what you would like.
What are kind of the mid-range options?
Nuns.
There's but these the mid-range stuff are so she's going to bring you over to the high-end stuff because you said something about for your master and
Mhm.
each one of them costs 1 or 2 gold a piece. as you look around the store, you can see a couple others that are like of less fine material but serviceable for like 5 silver apiece.
I will actually get 3 of the 1 gold ones.
All right, cool.
And so I will pay 1 of my gold and both of their 1 golds that they gave me.
All right, cool.
And I'm just going to say, thank you, madame, and just walk out after that.
Chitty feet.
Curtsy in response to the hound, then head on out without incident.
And then I'm going to walk back over to the alley and say, here are your cloaks.
What color is mine?
I don't even know. I didn't even pay attention to the color. I just give them
I
cloaks.
take the prettiest color.
All right, let's see what colors you got.
And
One of
the
them is red. One of them is a yellowish, like a yellow tan color. Another is dark green, and yeah, that's all.
Can I have the dark green one?
Sure, whatever. Which one do you want?
I'll take whatever.
And I'm freaking Frodo Baggins.
I'll just take the tan one.
Well,
then.
one of them is small, which has the tan one.
Yeah.
The way I selected these colors is by taking a handful of dice and dropping them out.
So I have the nice red one.
The one that was the smallest dice and decided that was the small one.
I'm blue if I... Okay, no.
Like, and did it any issues?
No issues. We're good. Here's your amulet.
Thank you.
Does he get tunes to it still?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't break attunement that easily.
Okay.
Well,
I was gonna say like.
Krorm, I told you could choose the next location, so lead the way.
All right.
Are you going to follow them or are you going to leave now?
I'm gonna let them get into the crowd a little bit and kind of act like I'm following them, and then I'm going to turn around and walk towards the gate.
All right. Are you guys paying attention yet?
Absolutely not.
And I don't have my hood pulled like all the way up, like covering my face, you know, like suspicious. I just gotta have it pulled up so it's like kind of covering my ears.
You also look like a gnome right now, right?
Oh yeah. So like, I have my cloak on, but my hood is just kind of like, well, it's sunny out, right? So I wouldn't have my hood on. I would just be walking like a gnome.
I'll just be walking with Krorm through the crowds and like, no, it's quite convenient that Mr. Bunnyman got us these clothes. Yeah. Do you think this is the guy though? The shiny man? As I'm just kind of...
Maybe. I mean, Doctor, once we get to them, they should be able to get us a safe way out.
Yeah, they probably will. They definitely, if the rumors are true, definitely could lead us out of here.
That's all I want at this point.
Meanwhile, you are gone. So we're going to go to Tother first. Tother, what would you like to do?
I'm just kind of staying on the side of the streets. I know what like the officials of the city look like, and like the police, the enforcers or whatever.
Not disguised ones.
Yeah, and so like I know what they look like,
Uh-huh.
and so I'm just gonna kind of slip into an alley, and like drop my disguise self actually,
Okay.
because I don't want anyone to detect it. And then that's when I'm gonna like put my hood up, just kind of like to cover my ears and cover like the sides of my face, and just kind of like just walk, you know.
All right.
Audio only.
And just like try and be casual, like just walking kind of in and out of the crowds, like using the crowd to kind of hide myself a little bit.
Okay. Roll a stealth check for that. And I'm assuming you're heading towards the exit.
Oh no.
That's a
Yes. That'll be an 11.
All right. As you're walking, you are actually not challenged by any guards as you're going.
Oh, okay.
We rolled a high wage too.
You notice as you're going by, there's a couple of like stations where there are wanted posters. You and the other 2 spaces are now on them with pretty decent drawings of them. And like the fact that you're an Air Genasi, a Heron, and a Dragonborn makes them pretty easy to describe. But as you travel to the gate, you get there without incident.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You're still on the inside of the city, but you get there without incident.
Are there guards at the gate?
Absolutely, there are always guards at the gate, checking everyone that goes in and everyone that goes out.
How tall is the wall?
Like 50 feet tall. We established this in the first session.
Sorry about that.
Okay, no, it's all good. Are there any carts going in and out of the gate?
What song is this?
Carts going in and out of the gate. Yeah, there's a
Critical roll.
Does it look like they get checked?
everyone.
Like thoroughly? Like they're checking underneath, they're checking...
The guards are looking, like they glance underneath, they look through the stuff. Like then you see one with hatless hay, and like the guard pulls out his spear and just like stabs the hay a couple of times in various places. Make sure there's nobody hiding in them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, roll me an insight check.
Insight check.
Yeah.
God, it's a phone.
Oh! And my insight's a +9 though, so it's a 13.
They appear to be on higher alert. Like they're more thoroughly checking the wax. Like they're actually taking their job seriously.
This is not good.
Maybe
I don't want to hide until nightfall, do I? Because
That would be incredibly unsafe.
That's when the night watchers.
Night watch.
Night watch.
Night walkers.
No, that's different.
What are they?
Sorry,
Night
this is a
walkers are
hard
zombies.
decision.
Same thing.
I'm just gonna find an alley and just kind of chill there for a little while, like hide myself for now. Not until nighttime, but just before nighttime, and then I'm gonna make my move.
All right. As you're hiding it for a little while, the guards seem to notice you, and like they're paying more attention to you. Is there anything you would like to do?
You're on
I'm
your
gonna
own,
start
kid.
going in and out of shops,
All right.
like just kind of like browsing, if that makes sense. Like trying to like not act suspicious.
Oh, look at the card. Oh, wait, I have one.
A guard starts making the like after you're doing it for a little while, but like after a little while, a guard starts walking straight over towards you. And you see at his side there's a wand of detect magic.
I shoot.
You okay? Don't.
This might be an extreme measure. Oh, I have blink. I didn't know this. I'm going to cast blink.
Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy, con is not my
We didn't
best.
have to do that, did we?
It's because we weren't trying to do anything.
16?
Actually, you did. Remember?
All right. You
Disguise
only
your
take
bad
half
foot.
damage. Take 5 force damage.
5 force damage.
And you're as soon as you blink into the ethereal plane, you immediately feel like it's very like a wrenching sensation as you are ripped back to the material plane.
Oh shoot!
Should have stayed.
I should have stayed.
They know everything about you. Your dad, your sister.
How tall is the tallest building that is next to me?
Not 30 feet.
20? Not 20 feet?
20 feet is about the tallest, like a shorter one. Like the tallest one is like 40 feet. This one's like 20 feet.
All right. Well, I can do it 4 times. Where did it go? Sorry. I don't remember where it went. Bonus action? Oh yeah, rabbit hop. It's a bonus action. Very nice. So what I can do is I can use rabbit hop to jump to one of the taller buildings nearby. Well, not taller, but like one of the
20-foot building.
20-foot buildings, and then I'm going to dash and run.
Oh, right. You were running along the rooftops, easily lose the guard doing that. Where are you going
I guess back to where they are.
now? Alright, you've only been gone about, we're going to say you've been gone about 30 minutes before all this finished going down, because, I'm sorry, going and hanging and loitering around the walls, watching the guards is an excellent way to attract their attention.
Yeah, it is. I figured there was bigger crowds around the wall.
There are bigger crowds, but they're paying attention to you.
Ah, makes
and you
sense.
don't know all of the defenses they have around the walls,
That makes total sense.
as you just discovered.
Yep.
I'll drink to that.
Like, where do you?
Gosh, freaking dang it! I just cast blink for no reason.
No, you learned valuable lesson. Just like,
Alright.
Didn't it take us 30 minutes to get there? The 2 blocks?
It takes you like 5 minutes. You
Okay.
know, like you get up. We're going back to you.
gosh dang, we lost him.
Well, we didn't lose him. He ran away,
Well, we don't.
which is usually a metaphor for something else. Anyways.
While walking, would we have noticed any missing, or not missing, but like wanted posters?
There are a couple, though none with your faces.
Just gonna like, hey, Twister.
Sorry.
I'm just gonna like kind of point out to the wanted posters, like, Seems we're in the clear for now. None of them have our faces on them.
At least I'm famous now.
Your face is not.
Our face isn't on there.
Oh, my bad.
What?
Surprising.
Hold on. What?
Hasn't reached up this side.
And he was on the same level for most of the time.
Oh. I don't like this shit.
Seems it hasn't. Maybe the Mr. V hasn't peeped on us, you know? Oh well.
I'm not sure about that.
Let's go look at some shiny things.
Yeah.
Until guards start getting a little skeptical, I think we're in the clear for now.
Alright. Stay low. Keep quiet.
What are you talking
Keep
about?
quiet.
I'm one of the most quiet people you know.
Every place we
Just
go,
watch.
you have to make a scene.
This is me doing hand gestures, showing that I'm zipping my mouth shut and like putting my hands in there.
One day I'm gonna find a spell that will silence
It's
you.
called silence.
Uh-oh, the zipper's
Silence
coming
it
undone.
completely.
I have
The
that
zipper's
spell.
coming undone. Zip.
So does he. So does the inquisitors. It's a very helpful spell for hunting magic.
We're just gonna keep walking,
Probably.
just like not trying to draw attention of being skeptical of looking around, but kind of like almost in a tourist-esque way of like lingering looks at something like, oh wow, that's really nice, or not to draw attention, but still kind of keeping an eye out but making it low key.
I'm just doing my confident walk, like I know where I'm going because I do know where I'm going. Just with my hand behind my back, swinging as I walk.
All right, as you go through, there's one more thing that you notice. There are people who are, like, there are still some people on the streets, but there's not as many. And they seem to have, like, they don't look like they're starving.
Interesting. Not last time, but further down there were more homeless people, and now people are more well off here. People look healthy. They don't look like they're living on the streets.
What? There's like different layers. Like, are we still just?
You're still in the second layer.
The second
like
layer?
the second furthest down layer. Number, I think it was 5.
You don't think they were fed off?
They could have been. What did I...
Did we miss a festival overnight or something?
Maybe your friend feasted on people that were bumming it out.
Let's just keep walking.
Looking at the people that are around, what's the complexion like?
What do you mean complexion? What are you looking
Do they look like vampires?
Yeah, do they look pale?
Oh, that's what you mean. You, like, there are some, like, so of the homeless people, some of them are just staying in the shade, but most of the people are walking in broad daylight right now, which is not something a vampire would ever willingly do. Roll perception to find anyone.
15.
15? Alright, I thought you said 50 for a second. I don't think that's possible.
I don't know.
I have
a lot of modifiers.
I have
an
an
inspiration
inspiration point. Come on.
My inspiration point is plus 20.
Just from what you can see, you don't appear to see any vampires.
Krorm,
I'm fine.
remember your breathing. And stop looking like a suspect.
Alright, so you get up towards the place and you go over where the magic show is happening, right outside of the front gates.
I just
The person that is performing it appears to be a human in a vibrant blue cloak, and insignia of a golden eagle on a red background, emblazoned on his chest. It looks like a coat of arms for a noble house.
Shiny and royal.
my favorite.
And what?
Shiny and royal.
Well, this is also a similar thing that you saw with guards walking around. Like guards, their badge of office a lot of the time shows who they
Which rank.
work for. This person doesn't look like they're particularly high rank, but they've got it in their hand. They've got it. In other words, they work they're
For the
hired
good,
by a
yeah.
government official.
I'm really hoping it'd be another insurgent.
Come on, Krorm. Let's talk to the guy.
Talk to the guy. What did I tell you? Back at the shelter.
Suddenly, he's like your voice is drowned out as Ooze and Oz rises. Like suddenly, like the guy conjures a fire on the ground, and then suddenly like it wisps out, flies up, and explodes into a burst of colorful fireworks.
I don't think no evil government do something like that.
Yeah, but they work for the government, and the government is run by vampires.
Weird answer.
Not everyone's a vampire. That means we can
What do you mean by this?
talk to them.
No.
Quotation marks.
You're
We can
not.
bribe them, okay?
No. We can't bribe him.
Why not?
He's not gonna take the bribe.
Why are you gonna take
Why would he take it? 3 reasons. Give me one.
it? Force. 2 money. 3.
Everyone does it. That's option. That's 3. Everyone takes the bribes.
And then I can't think of one right now. It doesn't matter. So I'm gonna wait here. You know what? How about we just walk and see if he gives off some kind of I was gonna say like rebellious, any kind of freedom-esque.
Fine, we can watch.
Okay. Just wait, okay? Watch. And I turn and kind of watch this guy's performance to see if I can see any subtle callings of the rebellion or stuff like that.
All right. So as you're watching, like he does a bunch more magic tricks, like taking water from the fountain off on the side. Like he starts like shaping it into like fantastical creatures, like flying around doing fun things. As you're watching, you actually do see a couple of interesting things. You see the thieves' cant type of thing of the rebellion, a symbol of safety.
Cool.
Like the stuff that it's the symbol that they put on the outside of safe houses a lot of the time to show that it's a place that you can take refuge.
Cool. Did you see that one?
Solid, yes.
After a little bit longer, like he does a little thing with like he switches back to fire, playing with fire and things like that. And you see one more symbol, one of that basically it basically implies don't do violence, don't cause issues in this area. And that after that, he's going to do one more big thing. Like he conjures an enormous illusory dragon, which then explodes into like a bunch of butterflies. And he's going to whip off his blue pointy hat. He's going to do a big deep bow, and the audience is going to break out into loud cheers.
You see, Krorm? I think we found our guy.
Just doesn't say anything, but just looks at him and like, sure.
Just trust me. I know what I'm doing.
Kind of just gestures of like, take the way.
I wait until the things are done, and I try to go up there and make my way to shake his
save
hand.
on him.
All right, people like toss in like little coppers into a little. And, like he holds out his hat, and like people toss coppers over towards it, and someone catches it. And after a moment, like the crowd starts dispersing. Like just a few people remain talking to him. He seems like a friendly guy. Like he talks to everyone that talks to him. And then after a moment, like the crowd is gone.
I go up to him to place. I'm like, "Bravo! Bravo! I must shake your hand," with a gold coin waving in my hand. And I go and I put it in. I'm like, thank you. That was magnificent.
Yes, a pleasure. I'm so glad that you appreciated the show.
And then, where did you learn such magic tricks? I thought it was illegal here.
Well, the magician can never reveal all of his secrets.
That's fair. Where are you from?
Well, I've been traveling for quite some time, but I've been staying in Bell's Keep for nearly a year now.
Doing what?
I've been hired by the Lord Cresswell.
To do what?
Well, you know, as you said, magic is not exactly legal unless it is that you are from government.
Yes.
Lord Cresswell he has there are many things that he disagrees with about the current way things work around here. But conveniently, as he has legal authority and therefore the authority to hire magic users, a convenient way to make it so that they're not illegal is by putting them under his patronage.
And as he does that, I kind of make like a gesture in Thieves' Cant of like rebellion or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Just like kind of subtle to see if he picks up on it.
Yes, yeah. I enjoy putting on these shows out here. It's quite nice for the people to see the flashiness, and it attracts other shiny things as well.
Yeah, so I was wondering where might one find more shiny things? I enjoy trying to find more and keep them safe. Because I know it's ran in the family for years, and I want to make sure it can be kept safe. If you know what I mean.
Yes. Well, you seem like interesting fellows. Would you care to join me for lunch?
Oh,
I'll pay.
it would be my pleasure.
Or he's going to flick at pull out of nowhere the gold coin that you gave him earlier. I guess he'll pay, but I'll share with you.
Oh, it would be my pleasure, Magic Man.
All right.
No, Gavin. No.
All right. Meanwhile, you start coming back up, and this is around the time that you come back to. Are you coming back to this area?
Yes, I am.
All right. You were on the.
And is there chimneys nearby?
Yeah, there's some chimneys.
I would take my cloak off and I would get my cloak dirty with like dust and things like that, just to
Oh.
change the color of the cloak a little bit.
All right, you do that. It is now more of like a sooty and dirty. And you finish up with that just as you see an enormous dragon suddenly appear in the middle of the square, and then explode into butterflies.
Obviously, that would draw my attention, and I would be looking, and I'd probably end up seeing them and be like, "Okay, that's where I need to go."
All right. So, what would you like to do?
I would like to sneak down, kind of into one of the alleys, and then sneak and just kind of get back with them.
All
Just
right.
kind of like pull up next to them and just just cough a little bit.
When does he intervene?
Right at the point that we just left off on.
Oh! This is where I hear him kind of cough behind me. I'm like, oh! Looks like the dog's back. This is our friend, Mr. Bunnyman. Is it right if he joins us for lunch?
More the merrier. Does he have any shiny things he'd like to contribute?
Oh, he loves shiny things.
Very well. You don't know what any of this means.
I'm just... okay.
This is where I kind of pat him and dust comes off your back. I'm like, come on, this way.
All right. He's going to turn and lead you, like gesture and follow me, and he's going to walk towards the manor.
I'm on guard right now. Like I am like under my cloak, I am holding my dagger and like ready to grab shield.
All right, good to know. So as you walk in, you're like the decor of this place is very dramatic. Like there's like huge scarlet hangings with black and gold trim on them. The place looks quite like the interior looks very nice, but not as extravagant as other noble places that you've been. Is going to lead you down a couple of halls and then through a servant's door into a significantly smaller hallway and then into the kitchens, where there are several different various servants preparing food and things like that. He's going to walk over, toss the gold coin to one of the cooks, who appears to be a tiefling.
Oh my! Oh, look at that.
It's nice to see more people.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Also, something you notice, a lot of the servants here appear to be of various more
Magical races.
exotic and magical races. The majority are still humans, but barely.
Mm-hmm. This is where I
The
would say,
tiefling is going to snatch the coin out of the air and just pull, definitely reach behind, his tail is going to swipe behind, and scoop up 4 bowls and pass them up and push them onto the table and ahead of him. He's going to grab one and grab one. He's going to say, "Come, join me," and then going to go just sit down at a small wooden table.
I go pick it up and I start saying, I say, Magic Man, if I didn't know better, I'd say you'd either like to collect magical items or I don't know what else, but magical indeed.
It's not illegal for. He's going to sit back against the wall on his stool, and he's going to say, "Well, this isn't against the law for Count Trespel to possess magic items, nor is it against the law for his servants for those in his employ to practice magic. These, our good fellow over there can use his flame magic to cook as much as he desires."
Very convenient.
Snakes, what we're looking for.
I'm not eating, by the way.
This guy is going to reach over and just like take a big sip of the soup, and he's going to just like sigh. He's going to say, "King always does make the best food." Oh, by the way, I don't believe I have properly introduced myself. My name is Mosey the Magnificent. Pleasure to meet you.
Mosian?
Mosey, yes.
Mosey.
Bit of an odd name, I'm
Mosby? Oh, Mr. Mosby?
I don't know what he's referring to.
Neither do I. Eli, you're too old for us.
I am.
He's an old soul, you could say, trapped in a child's body. Anyways.
What might your name be?
Well, you could call me Twister. And I kind of give a just bow, even though maybe sitting down some sort of respectful bow or some sort.
Mm-hmm.
And these are my, not accomplices, but my friends. Krorm over there and Mr. Bunnyman.
I'm gonna look up and he's just gonna say, "I'm Trotter." Specifically says it.
He's a grumpy one today.
We're all a little grumpy.
Soup.
Well, Mr. Trotter, he's going to put his hand out to shake your hand.
He shakes.
I
But
appreciate you coming here. I can tell that you've had a rough time as of late,
very much so.
and looking at you, I assume that you're not born in the Rose Empire.
Nope.
My condolences for the struggle that must have had as of late.
Thank you.
Say, you being all, kind of a man of the law, could you maybe help my friend Mr. Bunnyman? He's trying to get out of the Rose Empire and return home.
Well, I'm afraid I can't do very, very much on that. First of all, I'm a simple servant in this household. I don't have any real authority.
Okay.
Count Trespel occasionally consults me to help to put on shows for the people, keep them happy. My skills are not particularly helpful in a lot of ways. There are others who are more useful and who are of higher rank, but I myself don't have very much. But, it's a good life here. And as well, the war on the border makes it exceptionally difficult to cross. Even if you are a government official, it doesn't work all that well. Actually, especially if you're a government official. The Wood Elves don't tolerate Rose Empire officials trying to cross.
Oh. Into the more fancy tiers? Or...
You said the border. I thought you meant the border out of
Yeah.
Rose Empire.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I just lost
So
consciousnness.
you're saying that daughter won't be able to get out then?
Everything.
I just like...
Not with the help of the government. Not with any help that I or the rest of them provide. But he's going to. But it's safe to talk in here. There are wards up to prevent divination magic inside the manor, and many of us in here were previously part of one rebellious or.
So you're telling us you're stuck here as well?
I'm just as stuck as you are, yes. But I've found greater purpose and security in living here. However, if you wish to gain a license to practice magic, Lord Frastel could potentially be of help to you. I could introduce you if you would like. That is something I can't do now.
What if you were wanted?
Well, that depends. Who are you wanted by?
We had a run-in the other night.
Well, I call him Mr. V, but... Go ahead.
Yeah, he was powerful. We couldn't do much of anything. He took Twister.
Had that whole mint.
Yeah, anti-magic.
One of the inquisitors? Well, second question then. Was he a vampire?
Easily, yes.
in that case, you should still be fine here.
Oh.
Vampires, as you know, cannot enter a place without an invitation. However, as the nobility is the only owner of the land, they have a constant invitation. Count Tresfell has revoked the invitation to come onto his lands.
Oh.
No vampire can enter into this place without permission unless they get permission from a higher authority, which happens on rare occasions.
See.
So there's a chance that they could still get us in here.
But they can't place their wanted signs personally. It will require servants to do so, and they would have to... They're not powerful enough to be able to go uncontested.
I saw wanted signs for us earlier, closer to the gates.
Oh.
That makes
didn't
sense why we didn't see any up here.
We didn't see any up here.
How recently would you have become wanted?
Overnight sensations.
Yeah, last night.
In that case, they wouldn't have even had time to get the wanted posters into here, as they can't do it themselves. They have to go through the proper legal process.
So we're wanted. The only safe place is here. And if they really want us, they could get a warrant to get inside.
In which case, they would be considered to be invited and capable of entering on the premises.
So what would you suggest our best course of action is? 'Cause I personally would like to live and not have to face him again.
Well, in addition, I believe you may have heard of the serial killer around here.
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
I've heard a bit about that.
I have it on good authority that whoever it is only attacking vampires,
Oh.
especially ones active in this area.
Oh.
That
Now,
could prove useful.
I'm not. I do not know Count Tresfell particularly well personally, but he does not seem to be the sort to me to resort to such violence to defend his lands. He believes in peaceful reform, which is why all of his stances have always been directly opposed to what most people do, but still aren't openly rebellious, inviting interference from the Emperor.
Me and your...
So I doubt that he directly may be it, but it is possible that someone who's taken refuge here may be defending it instead.
You know, me and your master have a lot of the same ideas. Maybe talking to him may be a good idea, don't you think?
I can introduce you. He's always happy to listen to new magic users.
Really?
He's
Breath
not
of fresh
familiar
air.
with He's not familiar with our underground. Be aware of that when we're talking. He's not aware of what a shiny is or one of the hungry ones, one of the thirsty ones. He just is aware of our plight and doing his best to help.
I see.
And he definitely does not approve of violent acts in attempt to reform this.
Ah, perfect.
So any past you may have had, keep it on the down low.
Krorm?
I only use violence when necessary.
Self-defense, he'll look over. But if you actively are go for anarchistic ways or violent reform, he will not.
Twister.
You are perfect
Well, I personally have nothing against it, but keep it on the down low for him.
then. Of course.
I don't want to know.
Don't worry.
So is that why the Night Watch being here, forms of reformment are slow?
Being aggressive reform has not been particularly helpful in his mind, but in many others, they're not particularly. The slow methods aren't working much better.
That's originally why we came here, to see how efforts are going, see if we can spark a revolution, but
In terms of sparking a revolution, they're on an all-time low.
Oh,
after last night and everything we've seen, it's gonna be a long haul to get this back up to where even the Dragon Sea's at.
that is true.
Let's go give him a talk then.
All right. So he'll finish. He's gonna finish up his soup because he doesn't want to leave that. It's good stuff. Like, as you taste it, and this is way better than what you've had since you've come to the city. It's also the first food you've had in a while.
I'm still kind of not eating. I'm watching what happens to them first.
So
They're all
awesome.
fine.
It's so
And then I'm gonna
And
just
then Mosey is going to as they're not eating, Mosey's going to lean over and he's going to pick up your soup for a little bit. He's going to take a bite himself and eat back.
Okay, and then
Now I cast Modify Memory after you ingested the dust of deliciousness.
what?
I modify your memory.
Why?
And I'm kidding.
I was gonna say, why would you do this thing? Like, I don't think you understand. I probably haven't eaten like a week or two.
After he sees you how fast you're eating, he's going to like push his bowl over to you after like his half full bowl afterward. Afterward, he's going to lead you out of the servant quarters and into the nicer areas. He'll lead you through a couple of doors, past some guards. Every time he's gonna like nod and give him a friendly word. Like he seems to be friendly with and familiar with and friendly with basically everyone you pass the hall. And after a moment, he's going to knock on the door of some random office. You'll hear a muffled come in, and he'll open the door, and inside you see a actually shockingly young man sitting behind that desk. Like he looks like he's like in his early 20s.
Oh.
My Lord Count Trespel?
I'd bow down as well.
Mm-hmm. And he's going to stand and say, Mosey, how are you today? How's the show? He's going to just quickly respond, excellent, my lord. And I discovered several other people of interest. He's going to gesture over to you. Here we have, I forgot your name, Krorm, Twister, and Trotter. He's going to say, yes. He's going to go over and he's going to reach out a hand, give you a very firm and warm shake of the hand to each of you. Pleasure to meet all of you. Now, as you're people of interest, I presume that means that you are all capable of casting magic spell, performing magic.
We are very proficient, you could say.
Yes.
My deepest apologies for how your time here must have been as of late.
Oh, it hasn't been too bad.
Well, I hope that I can help improve that still beyond. Now, please, would you please favor me with your story?
Should you, Krorm, or...?
You first.
I'll go first. Well, we entered the town about 2 days ago, yesterday, and, well, after a little bit of tourism, trying to figure out how to start up some business around here, we went down to the docks, and at a warehouse, there was a crime scene, and vampires thought it was us, tried to kill us, and then there was the one, Mr. V, he tried to kill us as well, and then we ended up in an attic.
Yes.
That's not some
you've already
details,
had
but that's the
multiple
gist.
run-ins with the Inquisition. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Terrible people, those. All of them. Wish I could. If it was within my power, I'd have them all disbanded immediately and brought to justice for the atrocities that they committed. And have you three been traveling together long?
We just met Trotter today.
No, it's
Well-
Tother.
Trotter.
No, it's Tother.
He's gonna elbow you.
Sorry. It's... Harrigan is tough on the Draconic tongue. It's Draconic.
Well, Trotter, thank you for coming here. How's your time here?
Pretty terrible. I just got too close to the border. I'm not even from the Rose Empire, and then I got chased into the Rose Empire by border guards people, and I just kind of ended up here.
Skyrim. You there? You
tried
crossing with the...
Hey, you're finally awake. Pretty much. Except I didn't get caught.
You didn't get caught.
Well, I'm terribly sorry for what must have experienced. I don't know if I will ever be able to help you return home, but I hope that I can at least help you enjoy your trip and be protected here.
Well, nice.
Well, he's going to go over and sit down, and he's going to say, well, I hope that perhaps I can explain a little bit of my situation here. I moved to Bell's Keep just over a year ago now, actually, and have been pushing for reform in the law ever since. Progress has been slow and very little, as of yet, we're still here and trying to make things better one step at a time. I can provide each of you, if you wish, licenses to perform magic.
Really?
But if I do that, any action that you perform will be considered to be under my order. Should any direct crimes be performed, that will go on my record, on my head.
What if
And I do not pay bribes to corrupt officials to get out of those crimes.
Oh,
And what if you are currently under investigation for crimes?
Well, who's investigating you? The Inquisition that you dealt with yesterday?
Yeah.
In that case, your crime would be performing magic, yes?
they didn't really say.
If
What
your
did you
crime-
say?
If your crime was performing magic, then if you're licensed and they attacked you for no good reason,
Hmm.
then that is completely on them. Any consequences that happened with it, any harm that you caused, would have been burned and provided in self-defense.
I sure hope my actions could be counted as self-defense.
I am very skilled in the court of law.
You challenge me in the court of law. It is your own downfall. Objection, Your Honor.
Okay.
But should you commit any crimes, I will have to revoke your licenses.
That's fair.
I think it'd be safer to not have to continue to hide using magic to hide our magic.
Yes.
It'd be easier to have a license if we're gonna be here for a little bit. Don't want to be here for long, but long enough to get out of here.
If we ever do.
However, I would also like to give you a warning.
Okay.
While I use the rule of law to defend myself and to defend those I protect, it is not as sacred to others of my noble class. They are more than happy to bend or ignore inconvenient points of law. And so, should you leave where I have authority, it might not carry you that far. It is a general recommendation to all those I give sanctuary to avoid going too far outside of my own land, where the vampires are able to roam and are not really held accountable to any legal authority.
I see.
They will still be a problem should they ever encounter you. But while you are on my lands, you should be safe.
I like this.
Unless the Earl sends them directly to me, they cannot enter my territory.
Okay. I think we'll manage just fine now. Huh, Krorm? Mr. Bunnyman?
Some doubt running through his head, but I think we'll be fine. We'll take you up on
Tother's
it then.
just like, he's just defeated at this point.
In return,
Much so.
I would expect some assistance from you in your use of your magic. I've taken in many refugees as of late.
Oh.
The massive increase in taxes has driven many people out of their homes and
Taxes.
they're not capable of paying for their land any longer and causing widespread famine. I require assistance in order to take care of them. In exchange for your protection, I will provide you a stipend to live upon. Not anything large, but sufficient, in exchange for your magical assistance to care for those under my protection.
Sounds reasonable.
Manageable, I believe.
Deal.
One last thing, as he's about to say that, so there's a small knock on the door. He's gonna turn toward it. He's going to say, "Come on in," and the door's going to open, and the door's going to open, and a young woman, also in her 20s, is going to walk through. You don't have to roll for this one. Wesley.
He doesn't have. He has
They
it.
got it written down right here.
Do either of them look like they could be vampires?
There is the room is not in
Tell me.
direct sunlight,
God
like,
dang it,
all of
Wesley.
it, but
Tell me this
count
guy.
back there's a window, but the sun's
I have
back,
advantage
it's
on
not completely full of it, but he's directly.
Females have
No, you
things to
don't.
say. I'm aware of my effect on
Terrible.
The young woman that walks in here, she walks in and she's going to look through. She moves incredibly slowly, and she looks like sickly thin. She is kind of pale, not as pale as a vampire is, but perhaps an exceptionally dark vampire could look like that. But
This is gonna kill her, Bella.
as she walks in, she's Count Cresswell is going to say, "Oh yes, here." He's going to walk over to her and she's going to take her by the hand. He's going to say, "This is my fiancée, Alethra." And in terms of your roll, 86. Yes.
So does this look like a? Oh, I'm gonna talk to them a little bit more. Actually, or find out a little bit more about it.
But she's going to say, "You're the yes." Who are these new guests? She's going to walk over to you, she's going to reach out here, she reaches out, she goes over and looks over towards you, she tries to reach her hand out, it seems stuff, as she lets go of his hand, she's her own weight seems to get the best of her and she stumbles. He catches her, is going to say, "My apologies, my fiancée here has been sick since has been sickly all her life, but she's very kind and beloved by all in the household."
It might be a waste, but I'm gonna cast heal.
Are you going to offer first? I believe that range is touch. Is it?
Well, no, it's 60 feet.
Oh, okay.
My lady.
All right. As you cast heal, so you feel the magic wash over her, she's just picks at her.
Okay.
But she's going to look down. She's going to say, look up, and she's going to say, "Thank you very, very much for the thought." She's going to reach out, give your little rabbit head a little pat. She it feels like she's very sincerely grateful for your attempt.
I'm just gonna kind of
But I'm afraid that we've had magical healers take a look at it before. There's nothing to be done.
If I may ask, what are you sick with?
It's unclear. Many people. My mother believed that I was just. Sorry, my father. She said her father. My father believes that it was part of my development. My mother didn't survive childhood. They gave it birth to me, and I've been weak my entire life. Something's not strong.
Can I just look at her and try and maybe
Check her out. I mean,
no.
That's only you, Wesley.
Just see if I can just surface level the way she's acting and things like that. Tell what's wrong with her.
Why do you always do this?
Or if there's any merit to what she says.
Medicine? Is that
Yeah.
Yeah, roll medicine.
I want to know that as well.
Gotta be freaking kidding me.
I want to know.
An 8.
All right.
Help me? Give me advantage?
I want to know.
She as she's looking at just in here with you, you can tell it is extremely difficult for her to just be standing right now. She is struggling significantly from something. That's not hard to tell. What it is she's struggling from, you can't tell right now. You feel if you had a proper investigation, maybe you could tell, but right now you can just tell that she's in significant pain. Yeah,
That makes sense.
I wanted to do a medicine check and I got a 14.
You're not as proficient at medicine as he is, so you get about the same thing.
Oh,
I had a lower DC for him than for you.
Okay.
She is in significant pain right now, but
That was a joke.
she's going to
Don't joke.
close her eyes and sag against her fiance, and she's going to say, "I'm terribly sorry. I wish to come and meet the guests, but I don't feel I'm up to it right now. Perhaps we will see each other soon." And she's going to give you a faint smile and a faint but very warm smile, and she's going to Count Cresswell is going to turn towards you and going to say, "We have to finish our conversation another time. I will seek you out and talk with you about your magical abilities and how you may be of assistance to my people soon." He's going to escort her out of the room.
I kind of bow as he turns away from us.
All right, and you are now alone in the office.
Immediately start ransacking.
I searched the desk.
You're just
Quick, find
I searched the body.
Find the safe.
I roll for loot.
Did you know it was going to be her at the door? He just said, "Come on in." That could have been anyone. Still high string alert, just
I'm just gonna reach over and say, I think it'll be okay, and cast calm.
He's very tense still.
No, you're not.
I'm gone, but still tense.
Wait, is there a saving throw involved in that?
Yeah.
If it's unwilling.
Make a saving throw if you're unwilling.
Not really.
Okay.
It was just
then
like
you're not tense anymore. You're very
It
relaxed.
was 17 was the DC
I
charisma.
could have.
You don't have to lie for us.
Just a hubris on this. You should say throws what?
17.
Charisma 17.
By 1. It
Ah.
would have been a 16.
You are calm.
I'm
Start talking himself up and then
It's okay.
Despite his own tightly woundness, Tother does not like other people to be tightly wound.
It's like only one of us can be tightly wound.
Exactly.
Is Mosey in the room as well, or is it just us?
He went. He didn't come in with you
It's
guys.
literally just us. I definitely feel like the Inquisition definitely has a role in that woman being sick.
Probably.
Or it's just pure coincidence. Who knows these days?
Once is an accident. Twice is coincidence. 3 times, that's a pattern. And those are never good.
3rd time's the charm. What was the other 2?
Accident, coincidence.
No, like, what were the other 2 for her? She just got sick. What were the other 2 to make it a pattern?
I'm just saying, everything's been lining up to the Inquisition. But what does interest me is the killer has been hunting mainly vampires.
That is true.
If we can maybe find them, maybe work with them in some way. But if we're going to be getting magic license, you also can't act against his best interest.
We just can't get caught. I mean, yes. Yes, we can work against him. I look around this room and see if I see anything that may be helpful in our investigation.
What are you looking for?
Anything related to this serial killer or anything against the government kind of thing.
Right. Roll.
Anything outside of the norm.
I'm looking for anything that goes up.
15?
Stairs, ladders.
You're currently in an office.
Well, oh yeah.
Got a 15.
There's nothing out here.
Well, should we just get out of here then? Would be kind of rude to just start going.
Yeah, no, we shouldn't go through his stuff.
I'm not doing anything in here. Once we leave, that's what I'm looking for. Anything that goes
Alright.
up.
Well,
After
let's
a
get out.
moment of you guys being, after a moment of y'all waiting in there, there will become like the door will creak open, and Mosey reappears and going to say, "Well, how did it go?"
It went really well. I thought we were just going to be sitting in here for a while, but I'm glad you came back for us.
Well, I passed the master on the way out. He said that you'd chosen to join us for a time.
Indeed.
All right. Well, come with me. I'll get you your insignias.
Wait,
I'm elbowing Mr. Bunnyman.
memory recollection.
He's just like.
Was
You
Mosey
see
in there
the end of the
with us
dagger
when
start to
the,
appear from underneath his
Master
cloak.
Westfall was
Shut
talking to us?
He
I can make
brought
it
you here and
funny.
stepped out for your
Okay.
conversation.
Okay.
What?
It's like, all right, let's go get them then.
That's still my
All right.
joke.
He's going to lead you out and down a hall, down the short ways down the hall, into a very official-looking room. Lots of scribes going around doing stuff. He's going to bring you in.
Paralegals.
Ugh, my least
Talk to a
favorite.
scribe, who will come over and bring out 3 forms. She's going to point, like it's a sour-looking woman. He's going to look at it, point him to like, sign here. All three of you, take one. Sign here.
Okay.
As you sign to this, you agree that you will not cause any problems for the Lord Harrisfell. In addition, you shall provide services with your magic to the benefit of the people as determined by the Lord Harrisfell. Beyond that, so long as you do not cause disturbance to the peace, you are free to use your magic as you see fit. In exchange for your services, you will receive a modest living wage and a place to stay in the Count's Manor. Is this all acceptable to you?
You know, this could all be used against us very easily. I accept. Give me one of those forms.
All right, she
You're
hands you a
speaking my
contract.
language,
She
lady.
hands you a contract and a quill.
Isaac.
Arcana check on the to see if it like has any kind of like magical binding
Roll
right into
Arcana?
it. 23.
No arcana. There's no arcane magic in the document.
Alright. Take it then. Just.
Me going as fast as possible.
I don't
I'm like,
have a signature. I just literally write Tother. I write my actual name.
All right.
Alright, like my
Tother
full
Jackson.
paralegal name.
As soon as each of you do it, she's like gonna snatch away the contract, roll it up, put like lieutenant put some wax on it, and like seal it closed. And then she's going to reach behind the counter and then pull up 3 patches. Each one is like a red triangle with rounded edges at the bottom and a golden eagle emblazoned on it. Very similar to what Mosey has on his cloak. Just gonna hold it out. Put this on an article of clothing that you keep with you. Put it on an article of clothing that you keep with you at all times. It will identify you as licensed to use magic.
Okay. I just grab it.
I'm gonna take it. I will just put it on the cloak.
All right.
Attached to my sash. Just
I'm gonna put on my suit coat.
All right. Cool.
a lapel.
You are now all officially licensed to use magic in the Rose Empire.
I'm just
Whether or
gonna-
not the authorities will respect that is up to them.
Oh.
All right. Mosey's going to lead you out and up as you're looking for upstairs. He's going to lead you up a flight of stairs. He's going to lead you up another flight of stairs. You're now at the top floor. And he's going to lead you over to a room. You are all, since you all are the most recent arrivals, you're lucky enough that we ran out of space in the most recent room. You 3 get to share this room. You're led into a relatively small room. It looks like it has enough room for 4 people. And he's going to say, make yourselves at home in here. Is there
Okay.
anything else I can help you with?
Not at the moment.
Nothing really, no. I think
I think we'll be okay, Mosey.
just a little time to think here.
All right. Good luck. And he's going to just like look around for just a second. He's going to say, keep a close eye out. Lord Crestwell trusts in the law, but almost no one else, none of the other authorities here do. Us, hosts, shinies, try to keep our eyes out a little bit. If he dies, then we all do too.
Something happened today when I went towards the gate to see if I could get out of the city. He just kind of like he acted like he was kind of gonna explain, and then he was just like, "Nah, never mind." And
Not
he was
surprised.
like, the guards were keeping a very close eye out, and they were looking very thoroughly for what I can only assume was us. And I tried to use a spell near the gate, and it hurt.
Did it happen to be a spell that transported you to another plane of existence?
Yes.
All of spells like that in the city are blocked. You cannot travel in or out from one plane of existence to another within the city boundaries.
I should have just dimension doored outside the city walls.
Teleportation spells work similarly whenever you're within 500 feet of the outer wall.
Makes sense.
So you have to go by foot.
If you want to leave the city, then
Non-magic.
within how
Attempting
many
to
feet?
fly over the walls will also result in you getting struck by lightning.
You could have ran. Just made you run for it. As far away from here as possible.
And I would have died.
We might.
Yeah.
Just kind of like thinking about that. It's like we might get a way out of here then.
But I wanted you to be aware of that. I didn't know
about-
if it was putting anyone else here in danger.
No, it's just the difficulty of moving. And should you have attempted other things, those are just the defenses we know about. There may be others. Based off the fact that those ones are there, it seems likely to me that there are others.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna like give you a sad smile, like pat you on the shoulders when I say, life is about as good as we can get for us shinies here at Count Crestfell's Manor. We're still prisoners, and just in a larger cage.
Mm-hmm.
That's depressing.
But I'd rather stay in a very nice, comfortable cage than be dead.
rather not be in a cage.
But who knows? Maybe Count Restall will finally be able to make something happen someday.
Maybe.
Get some other of the nobles on his side
We can only hope.
before he's silenced. And with that, he's going to like give you guys a little nod, like he seems like he has a little bit more of a note of melancholy in his cheerful manner than before he's going to walk out, and then walk down the stairs.
Tother is just gonna he's not even gonna use one of the beds. He's just gonna curl up in one of the corners and go to sleep. He's done.
Just immediately thinking, maybe we can get out. Struck by lightning, he said. I can deal with that. I think I may be able to get us out if we try flying over the garden wall.
What if it breaks your concentration?
Not if... It won't if I'm smart.
Guys, there's a lot of despair in this room right now. You just gotta be a little more optimistic. There's a chance that the Lord could be silenced, of course.
Then we all go to jail and die.
There's a chance that we'd be found by vampires at
And
any
we
single
turn
moment
into vampires and die.
and die. There's a chance that we may not wake up tomorrow. But you know what? There's a chance.
Die.
I don't even say anything.
There's a chance that you won't wake up tomorrow. And you know what? I might use my divine intervention just on that.
Sorry, I don't think Lyra's going to help you out.
Dang it! Yeah, that was a joke.
Lyra!
Baseless threat.
What time of day is it? Is it like noon?
It's afternoon.
We still have some daylight before things get very crazy. But also, we're wanted. So things are crazy day and night for us now. We could try going over the garden wall.
What?
We could try fleeing as fast as we can.
Already?
I don't know. It's just a thought. It hasn't had time to develop and go through all the process that I might put it through.
While we have this time of caged freedom,
Okay. Now you're talking.
let's take time to think of a plan to get out of here.
Now he's cooking with Crisco.
Also, just so you guys know, like this entire room is surrounded by very large windows. You can see very well all across almost the entire area from here.
Let's take some time to look and see what there is. And we can also maybe gain a little bit of money while we're at it. Put what we can away.
It's fine by me.
Wait.
Gold speaks volumes.
It's true.
Maybe we should just let the temperature kind of turn down a bit, and then try to bribe our way through the wall.
Mr. Mosby said we should. The Lord doesn't like bribing.
He doesn't like bribing. City officials are not under his control.
If we never come back, it doesn't matter what we do.
I am going to remove this spot out of my map.
Out of our map, my friend.
Yes, out of our map.
And then you could...
You guys came here willingly?
We thought it was different.
No,
This is like I don't think you guys have completely understood. This is not unusual for any city in the Rose Empire. This is a bigger one.
Well, that's the thing. I am not from the Rose Empire.
They are.
And, yeah.
they're done in smaller ones, just not in big ones.
It's one a little bit easier. But this one's different.
Usually they're not as scary.
Right. Have that many or that strong of vampires.
Yeah, especially that many. There's just one or two big ones, but not like an army.
I don't know why you guys didn't try and just leave sooner.
We were trying to help the rebellion.
What do you think is hard? Leaving the country. Out here, all you have to deal with is vampires.
Makes sense.
Easy to get in, hard to escape.
You know what? Mr. Bunnyman, I know you don't like us, but I think if we work together, you will be free one. I told you. Stick with me and Krorm.
The way he said, "You will be free."
One day.
You'll be
Important detail.
You'll be sitting in comfort, alright? Don't worry. I pat you on the back even though you're still curled up in despair.
Unfortunately, we've been together traveling for about 10 years, so you might stick along longer than you think you will.
You know what? Tomorrow, drinks on me. You drink, right?
No.
Oh, what are you
I'm
doing?
like 15.
Doesn't hurt to try it once, son.
He's like,
You hear a little voice,
No!
You hear a little voice from the doors who say, "No, I'd rather heard that it does." Alethra just at the, like his crack has the door cracked open. She's going to push it open a little bit. I'm sorry. I came to apologize for my weakness earlier. And to thank you for assisting my fiance.
Well, he's assisting us more than everything else in the city, and so we are eternally grateful.
and no need to apologize for earlier.
Once again, thank you for attempting to help. It's a lost cause. Attempting to heal me is not something that anyone's been able to do. And I've searched.
I don't think anything's a lost cause.
So you've lost all hope in being healed?
I found something else to keep my hope in.
What's that?
The count?
In large part. She's going to she's not going to walk into the room, but she's going to say, and so I'd make a point to come and thank everyone that helps him. I've lived most of my life stuck indoors, away from the sunlight. I used to love to go out. I used to love to watch the sunrise and stuff. I still do. But my health doesn't permit me to do it very often. And so I'm grateful to you for helping him, as I can only do so.
This is kind of out of the blue, but when did you start kind of really falling ill?
I've always been ill. From when I was born.
I'm sorry for that. We will take care of the count.
Thank you.
With everything we got. I just gotta hit my chest a little bit.
And actually, that's why I came to visit you. Oh, Master Herringbone. Used an extremely powerful spell on me earlier. I've felt lots of healing magic in the past. I was far more potent than I've ever seen. You three may be the most powerful magic users I've ever seen come in. I'd appreciate if you would watch. My fiance does not take the threat seriously that the rest of the Night Watch and others provide. Should they decide to silence him, he won't do everything that's necessary to protect himself. He doesn't pay their bribes. He's made many enemies by opposing the common policies. If you could watch out for him, I'd be very grateful.
We can do that.
She's gonna give another small smile and she's gonna say, give a small bow. She's gonna say, "I'll take my leave then."
A bow.
Bow as well.
He's on the floor.
Yeah. Well, I stood up
You
when
look
she
up,
came in.
I could
and I
do
just
that.
kind of like nod my head more than anything. It's only 10 minutes and it's a conversation.
All right.
I'm just gonna be like, so maybe we can, because if he is silenced, we lose our immunity essentially. So perhaps we can work as bodyguards for him. We get to keep an eye on him. Plus, we might be able to learn important information
Talk to other political figures.
and make influence in this country.
We could. I could.
Don't get
Sorry.
heads in the clouds. Down,
Yeah.
down.
Yep, I'm bringing it down. Sorry. I think that's a great idea. Are you very good at Defense?
I can be.
No
Like,
way.
Get a nap in.
Like, sleeping? Yes.
He needs a long rest.
I need a long rest. To change around spells.
Okay.
Divine casters.
I think we could just take the rest of the day off.
Well, I want to stick close to whoever Count. What is
Count Resto.
Resfeld. Wherever he is, I want to be around him.
Should we go ask if we can be his bodyguards then?
I don't think we should ask. I think she asked us in private for a reason.
I think we also,
I'm
again,
not smart, but I'm wise.
I also think we have magic licenses now. However, there still are wanted posters. We might want for the smoke to fizzle out for a bit.
Just stay on the grounds.
Stay on the grounds for a bit. Don't venture too far. Stay in the daylight. Anywhere where it's shady, avoid.
See.
Wait for it to die down.
Shall we just go investigate the layout of this manor then? Become familiar.
Doesn't
I'm
hurt.
gonna just go find wherever the Count is.
Alright.
We're gonna investigate the manor.
Alright.
Scooby-Doo
And I think that
style.
this would be a good time to end part 2 of the session today.
Yes, sir! Dang it. Well, actually, not yes, sir. 'Cause
He still wants to go.
I hope that you have
die.
enjoyed the session today. So I had fun with this.
I also had fun.
He
It's
almost died.
I'm playing a very different character than I normally play.
You do that every time, Gavin.
You play you vary your character more than I think anyone I've ever seen.
I try to. I don't
Which is
because
cool.
I heard a lot of people that are like, "Oh, you play the same character every time," or like, "I have to play the same character." Like,
Are you
no,
looking
no,
at
like,
me?
Yes, I'm looking at you.
I was just like, it's something that in the D&D community, it's what I hear a lot is that people play the same character.
It's hard to play different.
It's hard to
Well,
play different
even just,
characters. I
like,
try and
playing
vary them a
different
little bit,
classes.
because why not?
But like playing the character,
Okay.
because you can play different. classes,
Anyways,
but you can still.
We're gonna let you guys go.
Gosh dang it.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a little table talk after
Yeah.
this and explain why I never change.
Gosh dang it.
Never change, Wesley. We love you.
All right, we'll see you guys later then.